Hi everyone, I am here today with a special lit review from a collection that I saw in my store, Bath & Body Works. These, I'm pretty sure, were put out before the floor set because I haven't seen them online, and they are also not at any of the other stores I've been to. But y'all, look at the labels. So I wanted to get these out to you, this review out to you in case you want to snag these when they get released. There are 3 in the collection. That was at the store anyhow. I don't know if there's additional. I did try looking at my frequent sources, including Tessa's Life Inside the Page blog, but couldn't find any information beyond that there were 3. So I don't know if there are more in this collection, but I did get all 3. I'm going to do a classic lit review episode for you, cold impression, share with you the wax, the wicks, the lid, the labels, cut the video, go out, burn these, come back after and share with you information about how these evolve on warm and things like strength and throw. So let's start with this one because it's in my hand. And y'all, this jar is adorable. It's Peppermint Sugar Cookie. So you've got this cute little, looks almost like a Volkswagen or like a, it kind of reminds me of the, was it a Chevette? I think my mom had a Chevette when I was a kid. It kind of reminds me of that. Stacked up with presents. You have the gold seal at the top, and that is a candy cane in there. Don't know if that's going to come through very well, but that's a candy cane. And then a beautiful candy cane and snowflake border. Feels a little bit rustic, a little bit hand-drawn. I like that some of the snowflakes look a little bit imperfect. The lids on these are all the same, and they are like a hammered or embossed style lid with stars and ornaments. It looks like snowflakes, maybe some berries, lots of fine detail there. This one has white wax with core wicks. It's also, I'm noticing it's metallic on the inside, which will make it really shimmery and shiny when it's burning. This one, by the way, smells really, really good. I'm excited about this one. Crushed peppermint, vanilla extract, creamy butter, and soft sugar cookies. On cold, this smells just like a Girl Scout cookies Thin Mint. It's like crunchy cookie, minty, and chocolatey. And it's more of like a, it doesn't even have chocolate as a scent note, but I feel like I'm picking up on like a semi-sweet or a dark chocolate in here. Yeah, this smells just like a Thin Mint cookie. It's weird. There's no chocolate note, but it smells like chocolate to me. I love it. I feel like it is a lot of what I was hoping for with like the peppermint bark candle, but that white chocolate in that one ruins it for me. This is a very sharp peppermint, but that cookie note is sweetening it up. Feels creamy. It feels like it's melting in my mouth as I'm eating it. And with the Girl Scout Thin Mints, let me be clear, I like to put the whole thing in my mouth and let it kind of get a little bit saturated, and then you bite it. It's so good. I miss those Girl Scout cookies. I'm waiting for them. Didn't they just come out? I need them already. I need more. So that one, Peppermint Sugar Cookie. There is also in this collection crispy cookie edges. So you've got more of a pink color jar on this one. At the top we have an ornament up here. Snow globe with some Christmas trees and snow in it. And then the border is bows and Christmas trees. Same idea. It almost looks like lace. Like a, or like a, what are those called? It's like a wrapping paper that has this like cutouts in it. Kind of feels like that too. Same lid, same wax, same wicks. This one is a little bit creamier in color. I'm guessing it's something to do with the scent oils that are in here. Brown sugar crumbles, vanilla almond milk, and rich caramel. This one's really good too. I want to eat this one as well. It's caramel first, and it is a very, very sweet caramel. It almost feels like the sort of like caramel topping you'd put on ice cream. And I am getting what feels like, again, there's no cookie note in here, but it feels like a cookie. It feels like a crunchy cookie with caramel on it. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, gourmandy to a T. And the last one is frosted chai cookie. So clearly a cookie collection. This one has a snowflake in the gold foil label at the top. And then you have a mug of cocoa with marshmallows and a gingerbread. More of a brownish gold vibe from the label with snowflakes. And are those like, those almost look like tops. Huh, I can't tell. But definitely snowflakes. Same lid. Same wax and same wicks. Scent notes on this one are cinnamon chai, nutmeg, and vanilla buttercream. Yeah. The chai spice in here, to me, almost, which makes sense because there's a gingerbread house on here, gives gingerbread vibes. Especially with the way that it's playing with the vanilla buttercream. And it's more spice than it is vanilla buttercream sweet. That vanilla is just adding like some warmth and some sweetness to what feels like a very spiced chai. Like a masala chai. Yeah, I get nutmeg, I get cinnamon. You could convince me there's ginger in here. I feel like I almost get cardamom too. Very warm, perfect scent for like fall, December sort of vibes, transitionary. I think you could burn this in November. Definitely in December. Yeah, it just smells like a gingerbread cookie to me. It's really good though. Okay, if I had to rank these, wow, that's hard because I like them all a lot. I think that one would be last. The frosted chai cookie would be last. Mostly smells great on cold, but mostly stemming from my fears of it feeling overspiced on warm. I don't know if that'll happen, but you will, and I will eventually, because once I cut this, I will go out and burn it and find out. Number 2, I would do crispy cookie edges. It's a little bit too conceptual for me, given that it's called crispy cookie edges. I want a cookie note in here, although to be fair, it smells like a cookie. Yeah, it smells like a delicious, like, sugar cookie with caramel on it. And then first, I would do peppermint sugar cookie, which legit smells like a Girl Scout Thin Mint. Even though there's no chocolate note in here. That's what it smells like to me. They're all good, though, on cold. Like, I would buy every single one. I did buy every single one, but even if I weren't a reviewer, I would pick each one of these up. So let me cut here. I will go out and burn it, spend some time with it, take notes, and I will be right back after the cut to share with you my findings. All right, y'all, I am back after spending some time with these candles. I did put each one through one burn. They all performed well enough for me to get an idea of their strength and throw. I do have some burn quality concerns about one of these. I'll be sure to let you know what that is. And per usual, in my post-burn analysis, I'm going to rank these from my least favorite to my most favorite. However, I will say I love them all. I would rebuy them again. I've enjoyed all 3, and I cannot wait to get into these more this holiday season. In third place is Frosted Chai Cookie. Like I said, I like this, but one of them has to come last. And I think my issue with this candle is that it just smells like a spicy gingerbread. Ultimately, that's what it smells like to me. It's a gingerbread cookie. So in my head, I'm like, you got the gingerbread house on there. Why not just call this like, you know, some sort of gingerbread drink or gingerbread chai? I don't know, something like that, right? That gives the idea that this is gingerbread, not necessarily chai. Because for me, this ends up smelling like a frosted cookie. You get what smells like a browned cookie edge, which there's no scent note in here that would suggest there's a cookie note, other than it's called cookie. There is a very creamy vanilla that feels like a frosting or like an icing, more so than like a buttercream. And then the spice just straight up smells like gingerbread. I like it. I just feel like it's having an identity crisis. It's called a cookie, but then it's called chai, but then it smells like gingerbread. I don't know. I enjoy it though, and strength throw performed well. I would put the strength at a medium, leaning towards strong. And then the throw was interesting. It was creeper, so it actually was coming up the stairs over here from the garage where I test these, coming up the stairs and crawling around in my open concept area up here. However, that was really the only location you could smell it at. So if I went downstairs, I couldn't smell it. So it has excellent projection. It throws the scent really well, but the scent doesn't stay near the candle at all. So it's also elusive. I don't usually get that combination. I'll get strong and elusive, but creeper and elusive, that's somewhat of a new one for me. So good, I like it, I'll enjoy it. Just feels a little mislabeled and has some issues with creeper elusiveness. Number 2, I actually, in terms of the scent, would put it in number 1, but because of the burn quality issues I'm seeing after the first burn, I'm concerned. And that is crispy cookie edges. So since I brought it up, I'll talk about the burn quality issues and show you some footage here. Now this is after I'm at almost 4 hours here with this footage. It is a very, very slow burn. It is slow to pool. I didn't even get it to full wax pool. It was struggling so bad after 4 hours. I just wanted to put it out and be done. The swamp wicks are clear. They are already dudding, and I've only burned this a couple of times. And this was true of both burns. The other thing I will highlight that in the meantime, I had this going. I was able to figure out how it smells, took it out of the room, brought it upstairs, and was like, I'll just wait for it to come to full wax pool and then I'll film it. Lit this one downstairs. This one came to full wax pool first, even though this one was lit like an hour and a half before this one. So with that said, this one is a pretty hot burn, the frosted chai cookie. This one is a very, very slow burn and took forever and never even came to full wax pool before I put it out. So could be some long-term dudding wick issues with this one. It also could just be a batch issue. And I did not trim my wicks the first time. Just a heads up. It does have good throw. It filled the space despite the burn issues. I also was impressed that even though there are swamp wicks, I still got a medium leaning towards strong in terms of strength. And this is a delicious gourmand. I feel like you get the sense of like a browned sugar cookie. So like almost overbaked, but actually just toasty enough to kind of crystallize and caramelize some of that sugar on the bottom of the cookie, along with a beautiful creamy vanilla that ends up feeling a bit like a buttercream, but not quite because there's not enough like butteriness in this. I don't really feel like the almond comes through too much, the almond milk. Maybe that's what's adding to the creamy essence of the vanilla. But in general, this is just a delicious gourmandy, sweet, kind of burnt sugar, creamy candle. So I like it, I'll enjoy it, but a little worried about the condition of the wicks. And then number 1, because it's the best performer and I like the scent, is Peppermint Sugar Cookie. Now this one, pretty much as advertised. You get a lot of peppermint, you get a very sweet, creamy vanilla, and it's calling it creamy butter and vanilla extract, but when those two combine, it just ends up reading like a vanilla buttercream to me. And then I get a butter cookie essence. So they're calling it a sugar cookie, but it definitely feels like on the buttery side of a sugar cookie. So the butter note in this ends up kind of serving 2 purposes. 1 is it makes the cookie smell like a crunchy sugar cookie, and 2, it makes the vanilla smell like a buttercream. So it is a delicious peppermint frosted sugar cookie. And I will note that on cold, I felt like I was picking up on like thin mint and like some chocolateness to it. On warm, that chocolate vibe, chocolate energy I was picking up on goes away, and it really just ends up smelling like a peppermint sugar cookie with vanilla buttercream. I'm not mad at it. I do like it. And there's a part of my brain that's like, no, is there chocolate in there? And I'm kind of sniffing for it. So I think it's in my head, not in the jar, which happens sometimes. Now, in terms of strength and throw on this one, also would be categorizing it as a medium leaning towards strong. And this one had good throw. Not elusive, not a creeper, just a solid thrower, medium to strong strength. So this one is just a solid performer and a good scent, which is why it was number 1. But I think if I had to choose my favorite scent, it would be the crispy cookie edges. Just worried about performance on that one. Okay, let me know, which one are you most interested in picking up? Are you seeing this in your store yet? Have you picked up one? Do you like it? Are you having similar issues? Put all that in the comments below. I'd love to have a conversation with you and also give my other viewers more insights. If you appreciated this lit review episode, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That lets me know you're engaging with the content and that you want to see more reviews like this. If you aren't already, make sure you're subscribed. I've got lots of good Bath & Body Works content on the horizon. I also have some amazing lit reviews just like this, but for Goose Creek candles and Kringle candles if you're interested. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.